Welcome back to the Career Build Series, episode 107, and so we're gonna get right into it. I'm starting off right where I left off. Built the high tip trailer so that I can load this train, and so the goal on this video is I need to get this train to the point where I can do a track switcher because I need to be able to switch over to the track where I can dump coal, and I need to be able to accurately operate the throttle. I'm going to rip this sucker out and I'm going to set it up the way I want it. Instead of doing a system that's not the way I want it, I'm going to set this up so that it works properly. All right, so let's get this going here. So there's going to be an arrow button up. That's going to be a push 1 FWD. Yep, FWD is fine. Then we want actually, you know what I want to do? Let's do this. Let me need 3 digits probably. I'm talking to myself a lot. Yes. So what I want to do is I want to do a set speed. I'll do it in meters per second. That will work. All right. So this is going to be let's see, meters per second 10, MPS 10. I don't really like running meters per second, but I'm going to do it. So I want a... Is it a radial segment? No, I don't think it's a radial segment. I have to look at it. Nope. What is it? 7 segment, I think is what it's called. 7 segment, always backlight signal. Let's do always for now. Number 1. This is going to be MPS 1s. MPS 1. That's going to be a 7 segment 2. Okay. This is going to be arrow up. FWD. That's going to be a arrow button up push 3. This is going to be reverse. Be an arrow button down push 4. Okay, so essentially, how is this going to work? I have my... I'm going to set my speed in meters per second. That way I can go over 100 miles an hour and I don't need 3 digits. That's the whole reason for this. And then I'm going to go forward and I'm going to go reverse. And so I will set my speed. How do I indicate negative? I don't know. It will work, but anyway, so I'm going to set forward and reverse on my speed, and then it will automatically compensate. It will auto brake and do all that crap. So a little more complicated, but I think this is going to work a lot better. It's going to work the way I want it to. So thrust is going to turn into a composite input thrust. All right, and so that's going to be from my thrust panel. And then that's going to go to an up-down counter. So I need to read it on-off, 3 and 4. 3, read 4. Okay, this is going to go like this. Beautiful. Pulses are needed. Okay. And then they're going to be ORs because I'm also going to make it so that you can control it from the seat. So that's pulse. And there we go. Okay, so pulse on off there. I also need, move this whole section for right now. I need ORs. I need 2 ORs. This way I can also control it from my seat. Okay, so this is going to be there and there. And then I need another node. So I'm just going to go like that. Hopefully it doesn't break anything. Logic add. Composite input seat. Okay. And then what do I want from the seat? Trying to think what I want. Okay, so 2 would be WS. Do I want WS or up, down? WS. 2 is WS. Actually, read the number would be helpful. 2 is WS. Okay, so we'll read 2 off the seat. If this reads 1, if this reads -1, go through the pulse on these as well. Okay, there, and then I want spacebar, which is, I believe, 31 or 32. I gotta look again. I forgot. Trigger, where are you, trigger? Trigger is 31. Okay, and spacebar will be 0. So I want to have 0 throttle. I will do that. So 31. That needs to be one of these. Okay. 31. Okay. So if I do 31, that will 0 that out. So I need to set this up. 0.001. Reset value 0 enabled. This should be -1 to 1. No. What do I want max? Let's say 60 meters per second, and yeah, -60 meters per second. This is going to be meters per second. Hopefully I can just, so I need linear. Where's my linear speed here? It's going all this crap here. Where's linear? Linear is right here. So linear is going to be what's reading my set point. Linear is my process variable. Set point's here. Do a constant on for now for it to run the PID. Okay. All right, so let's try running just a p-value of 1. Hopefully that's not insane. Let's do 0.1. I don't think it needs to be that high. Okay, so this is going to go to the... What is this going to? This is going to the electric motor. So the nice thing about the electric motor is the electric motor can run in reverse to help us slow down, but we also need to trigger the brakes to operate. So I'm just going to get rid of all this crap that I put in here that's not really doing what I want. And linear speed goes, we'll put it here for now. That's going to go out to the brakes. I have loco brakes here. So I forget how to always make something positive. That's a function. Let me check the functions here. I forget how to make it always function. Absolute value of x is an ABS. So ABS x. ABS x. Okay, ABS of x. ABS analog braking system. So ABS x goes to local brakes. ABS also goes to the car brakes. All right. So that should give me an absolute value of, if this is going positive, this isn't going to work. I need to think this through here. All right, so if I set a speed of 60, right, I want to go forwards, it's going to give me a positive number here. Probably it's going to need a clamp. Okay. It's going to need a clamp of 1 to -1. Okay. All right, so it's going to go -1, +1. So let's say I set 60. I want to go max speed. PID's going to say, hey, give them 1. Give them 100% throttle on that motor. Motor's going to go. With this system, it's going to automatically give me 100% brakes as well. I don't want that. So let's go. Can I do a -X on this? I'll have to work through this in my head just really quick. Okay, so I want to go 60. PID's going to say give him 1. Going to give me 1. It's going to go to this. It's going to give me a -X. It's going to give me -1 on brakes. So it's going to release the brakes. Okay. Now, okay, so now let's say I'm coasting at 60 and I put this at -60. I want to go in reverse at 60. So it's going to go -1. Okay. To give me full reverse. So it goes -1 to -X, gives me +1, which is going to give me brakes. Okay. It's going to give me full brakes, 100% brakes. That's not going to work either. Okay, so that way I won't be able to go reverse. So what I essentially want it to do is... trying to think. Kind of had the stuff that I needed to do that. Yeah, I'm trying to think. Let me test the system out first, and then I'll worry about the brakes. I kind of have a notion how to do it. I'll test this system out first. What did I set there? 3 and 4 for thrust. Okay, that's fine. That's good. I need to read out something, so let me update this. Let me connect it really quick so I don't forget. Thrust goes there. Electricity, I need to connect all my electrical stuff back together. Okay. Do seat composite to here. I want to go here. I want linear, loco brakes, and electric motor. Yep. All right, so let's save this really quick. Loco, steam loco rework. Let's open up Rougeot. And then I want to just look at, I want to put in the digital here, so it's right here. That is 19, and that should be 20. 19 and 20, that's panel 2, I think. So where does this go down there? That goes there. That is panel 2. Okay, panel 2, 19 and 20. Should be able to find it reasonably quick, but as I say that, we'll struggle to find it, I bet. This port here. Where is my... it's going to be in my readouts here. Okay, panel 2 return. Panel 2 return right here. Here it is. Okay, this is what I want. So this is going to just read out my speeds here. Okay. Oh, go away. All right. Where am I at here? Where am I? I'm stuck way over here. Okay. All right, so this is going to read the linear speed off of that. This gives me knots. I don't want knots. I'm going to run it in... don't want knots. I want it run as meters per second. So I don't need that formula. I'm going to run it straight as it is to there. Then I'm going to add another node on here. That'll be the panel return, composite output panel. Okay. And then that goes here. I need to write 1 and 2. So write a number, 2 channels, 1 and 2. That goes there, that goes there, this goes like that goes like that. All right. Hopefully this is where I need it. Okay. All right, let's hope beyond hope that this works. It's not a big deal to fix it, but if it doesn't work, it's stinky. Okay. What you doing? What you doing there, guy? Okay, I need to test something. So what I'm going to do here is go back in the panel. I want to add a number output that tells me my set speed. Okay. And where's set speed? Set speed's here. So I want to read the up-down counter essentially. All right. Up-down counter is set. Enabled 0.001. Constant on 0.1. Let's just set that to 1 for now and make sure the PID's running properly. Motor, good. All right, that should be. I want speed and set speed, so I should be able to set my speed and have speed. Okay. And then I'll run set speed just to a dial for now. All right, so let's update this. And logic, we have set speed. Set speed can now go to the speedo here. I just want to see if it's working. If it's working, that's what we want to see. Okay, so set speed, I should be able to dial up my set speed. I can't. I have some notions why this is misbehaving. All right, so WS needs to be sticky, needs to be 100%. That is set speed. Okay. Update that. Let's check it. So there's 2 ways to do it. I can either do it through the panel or I could do it through the seat with WS. And you're doing absolutely nothing. Okay, I don't think... Do I need? I don't think I need the pulses. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't need the pulses. Let me skip the pulses, see if I can get this to move. Yeah. Can't recall. Every time I do pulses, I forget how to set them up right. And I have to redo them. So I think eventually I get it, but I forget. Okay, set speed's working. So this needs to be faster. Yep. Okay. It's working though. It's doing what I want. So 10 times faster, let's say. So those can go for now. So drop a 1/10 off of that. Actually, we'll go all the way to 0.1. You know, we're setting all the way up to 60, so okay. Yeah, that's too fast, so we'll go 1/10 of that. So you see I'm setting it to 4.2 meters per second. We're at 4. Yeah, see, it's too fast. About a 10 times too fast, so let's drop it a 1/10. Okay, there's a 1/10 in there. And that's pretty good. Kind of have an idea of how to make the brakes work the way I want. Okay, so I've set this to 3 meters per second. And we're traveling... Why is this... Oh. Is this... Oh, it needs to be reset. For some reason, took it off reset. That needs to be reset. Okay. All right, good. So I should be able to set this maybe half, maybe... Let me see. Okay, so we're set to 0.14 meters per second. Let's go to 2 meters per second. This actually is a good throttle speed here. There's 2 meters per second. Tap space. There we go. All right, so that's working how I want it. Make sure this trigger is push, not toggle. Okay. Set speed to 0. Set speed to 0. All right, so let me think of brakes. Let's do a quick speed run, see how quickly the motor stops me. And then I kind of know how much brakes I need. All right, so I'm setting my speed here. I like this. This is moving smoothly in the way I want it. I need to put something in for when I get wheel slip at some point. So I'm just holding down the W key. I'm bringing my speed up. There we go. I'm liking the way this system's working. So we're going 80 miles an hour now. I'll probably change this over to miles an hour at some point, but just what I'm used to. So I can go to a maximum of 60 meters per second. So you see I'm still cranking it up, trying to get there. So we're going over 100 miles an hour now. And we're almost up to max set speed. All right, so we're at 120 miles an hour now. Let's tap 0. Or we're set to 60. We're only going 53. So 53 meters per second. So we're a little over 100. So that's probably at max motor. Let me check it. Should probably be at 100%. Yeah, see it's set to 1. So that's good. All right, let's hit 0. So that's the wheels going in reverse. That's the motor going in reverse. Okay, now we're at 0. Let's go in reverse. So this is going to read negative numbers. I need to put put something in there to get that to read properly in reverse. Like an ABS or something in there, an ABS function in there. All right, good. So this is really helping us get to where we need to be. Just need to figure out the brakes and then the track switcher. And then I think we're ready to hopefully get into utilizing the train as an in-game asset. So I think I need to be able to set this a little bit faster as well. So let me just recall it. Okay, so I want to go doubly fast. So where are we at here? So 0.01 will be 0.2. 0.0. Okay, somebody hit my number lock. All right, so that's just allows me to move that twice as fast now. Let's go 4 times as fast. There we go. All right, so that's great. I need to figure out the brakes. Okay, so what to do, what to do. Let's change this to, let's put a function in here. ABS X, okay. That way that should give us our speed backwards properly. There we go. All right, that's good. That'll read us our speed backwards properly. Our brakes. So I think what I'll do is brakes should work off of this fine. It just needs to be inverted potentially. So let me try inverting this out. Let me think of it in my head. All right, so I want to go 60 forwards. Put the number to 60. This is going to go max 1. It's going to go -1 to the brakes. Perfect. All right. Let's say I now want to. I'm going 60 forwards. I want to go 60 in reverse. It's going to go -1, +1, brakes. Okay. That's not going to work. Because it's going to slam the brakes on every time I try to go somewhere. Because when I try to go forwards, it will. So I should be able to do this with a switcher. Let me try this. Okay, so when I want to go forwards, it's going to give me a 1. It's going to give me a -1. Brakes are off. Okay. Then I slam it into reverse. I want to go backwards. I want to go backwards. So it's going to go -1, +1, 100% brakes for the train. And then, okay, then once I hit 0, the pit is still going to be -1. And this is still going to be +1. All right, so let me see what I want to do here. All right, so that's kind of a start, I think. Okay, so that's kind of a start. All right, so what triggers this? So I'm trying to think if I could do this with a even think of what it's called, a delta. I wonder if I can do this with a delta. So if the delta between my how to make this brakes work? So I need to put in some sort of linear speed and set as there. Okay. So if the linear speed is telling me that I'm going 60 and I want -60, it's going to go to 0. It's going to go -1 rather. If it goes to -1, I want the brakes to apply full 100%. That's there. Okay, good. It's going to apply 100% brakes. But then once it hits 0, it's going to then put this as a -1. Okay, so if linear speed is negative, flip that maybe. Let me try it. It's getting late. My brain's it's kind of fried, so this is less than 0. flick it, and then I'll have to check it in a second. And then let's try that. You know, I'm not overly confident this is going to work, but we shall see. You know, again, my brain's fried. It's getting late, so it's better for me to test it than try to conceptually figure it out. So I need a brake meter in here so I can tell what my brakes are doing. That's brakes there, local brakes. Okay. So I just need another dial here so I know what my brakes are doing here. I don't want these clicking on and off, which is what it sounded like it was doing. Yep. See, brakes going back and forth. They should come off at some point. Yeah, see? Yep, so it's dragging brakes. You know, the solution is obvious. It's just, like I said, my brain's fried, so I'm struggling to get the local brakes done. Let's see what a delta looks like here. Yeah, let me read a delta. And then I'll send that out to local brakes. So the delta. Struggling to think what to do here. Need to read this really quick. Local brakes. And then I'm going to take the, I'm going to disconnect the brakes here from here. And then I'll just read that off the dial and see what it's doing. Then I can try to get a formula in there potentially. Okay. So that's still oscillating brakes. That might actually work. All right, let me try this. You hook local brakes up to this. And then I think the, I'm going to change the p-value on the PID. I think it's a little high. Let me have it. I know I'm doing two things at once, but I'm going to do this. 0.5. All right, let's see how the brakes perform now. There we go. See, it's tapping the brakes. And then it's giving me brakes. Nice. Okay. Was it really just that simple? Okay, so let's go. Let's really crank it up here. Yeah, see how me changing that number to 4 really is making it so that I can much more quickly set my speeds, but they're still reasonable and they're not ridiculous. Okay, so it looks like we're capping out about 52, 53. So let's set our max to 55. All right, so now we have a negative delta number, which means we have a negative brake number, so we're not applying brakes. And the reason we're not applying brakes is because I want 60, and it's only giving me 53. So of course it's not going to put brakes on when I am, you know, it's not going to put brakes on when I'm slower than the speed I want. Now I'm going to hit 0, and it's giving me brakes. Now as you see, the number is very, very small. All right, so I want to increase that, oh, I don't know, 10 times? Let's try 10 times. So hopefully that will work. Yeah, again, like I said, I thought the solution was probably pretty simple, but, you know, the old mind sometimes. I think I can go smaller on this, 2.5. And then what we'll do here is I'll plug this delta into this function here, and it's x times 10. And then that will go to local brakes. This can go adieu. This can go there. And then let's see how the brakes perform off of this. And so the other thing, let's do this. Might as well put a clamp on this. Make it 0 to 1. There we go. That way it would just, there's no point in the brakes actually being 0 or negative. They'll just be at 0 at their most. Okay. So let's we'll read the new number 2 here. So let's start going. I can stand back here and do it. Be a little bit easier. So that's going to go. See where it's 0. I want to go forwards. We're going forwards. It's applying no brakes. I'm going to hit reverse. Currently getting no brakes. Probably because my speed was just so diminutive. Let me get up to speed and let's 0 it. Because I'm slowing down so slowly that it's What are you doing now? Just being annoying, making a lot of noise. Okay, that's adding 0.18 brake on there. Go backwards here. And we have no brakes there. Why do we have no brakes? Interesting. Probably because curious why it was giving me no brakes in reverse. But, I need to figure that out, why it was giving me no brakes in reverse. So I should probably multiply the number before the delta. Maybe that would smooth that out. See, it's got brakes on. I'm trying to go 60. Yeah, the differential is positive. Okay. Let me see if I need to invert this number. I might need to invert this number. Let me check. Delta. See, that's I think this is the problem, is because the delta, if there's a differential between the speed I'm going and the speed I want to be going, is still a positive delta number. It's going to try to give me brakes, which I don't want. Okay. Let me see. Trying to think how to do this to make it simple. Let me try something a little different. Okay, I'm going to do a second PID. For a brake controller, maybe. That way I don't have to convert numbers as much. So set point, where is that? That's process variable. Set point is going to be there. Okay, constant on goes there. And then clamp again. And this will go to loco brakes. And then hopefully there. All right, so the difference is this should be inverted. So when I want to go, if let's say I want to go 60, I set 60 in my set point. I'm going 0. This is going to go to 1. This is going to go to 1. I don't want that. I want this inverted. That will go -1 brakes. 0 to 1. We'll put a function in here. And we'll invert this number, -x. And I'm probably screwing this up again, but we'll see. Okay, I'm going 60. I want to go -60. That's going to put a negative number in here, which is going to go positive and give me brakes. Okay, now I'm going -60. Okay, so, yeah. I want to go -60. Okay, I want to go -60. I'm going 60. It's going to dump this down to -1, which will give me reverse motor. It will come down here, give me -1, make it a +1, give me brakes. Then it will continue to give me frickin' brakes. Because this will then go positive. Now that will stay negative because it wants the motor in reverse. And that will, yeah. See, I could do it with a gearbox, but I don't want to do it with a gearbox. I don't know. I don't think it's going to work, but let me try it. I think it's going to not work. I think it's going to slam my brakes on constantly. It's going to slam them on when I go in reverse, and it's going to work properly probably when I go forwards. I could put just a switch box in there to fix that. Okay, so no brakes, going forwards. Let's hit 0. Brakes. Come on. Beautiful. Okay, let's go in reverse, and it screws me. Yep, see, it tries to put the brakes on. Should be able to fix this reasonably simply with if this number is negative, yeah, so let's try doing this with a switch box here. Okay, yeah, so if the linear speed is negative, less than 1, or less than 0, if the linear speed is negative, less than 0, we want to do a switch box. So, that will go there, this will go here, that will go, that's fine the way it was. I don't care where the lines are going right now, that goes there. And then, hopefully that will do it. So, let's see if this works. It may not. So forward should work. 0 brakes, we're going forwards. I want to reverse, we start adding brake. Yep, let's go reverse. 0 brakes, let me start going forwards, and there it is. Okay, again, you know, like I said, I thought the solution was going to be simple. It's just, you know, it's late, brain's fried. Let's slam on the brakes. Let's hit a 0. There we go. So now, because we have all those train cars, they're going to be pushing us. I need that to read out properly. Let's go back and reverse. And I'll slam on 0 here. Let's hit the space bar. Bingo. Pretty simple, man. It just, again, you get a fried brain, nothing works. Okay, good, 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 good. Really good. That's awesome. That's got my brain unfried a little bit. It was just painful. I don't need a second PID at this point. Doing the same thing. It's literally doing the same thing. What I need to do is then plug in this PID here, and then I can get rid of that. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay. There we go. Okay, that's good. This can go away. All right, so we're in business now. Let me just check this really quick. I want to make sure this functions, that I just changed something before I'm like, what happened? And so it's giving me proportional brakes to how fast I want to slow down. You notice how I'm going a tiny change. It just gives me a tap of brakes. That's what I want. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're all set. That works. All right, so I need to do a little research here, so we're going to do that. We'll do that together here. Let me save this. Let me go to the old... go to guides. Let me put my monitor up so you can see. Let's see. Track switcher. Spell it correctly is even better, I imagine. All right, Stormworks and Math Journal. No, okay. Yeah, the search function is just brutal on Steam. It really is. Track switcher. Let me. Okay. Stormworks track switch. Track switch over radio. Reddit. Track 410. I made the exact microcontroller he uses, and the electricity is hooked up. The antenna set to transmit. It's bugged. And try frequency 0. Thanks. Please give an update work. Try to. Yes, it did. Okay. Frequency 0. Okay. Let me check out the old YouTubes. Switch. Okay. It's 2 years old, jerseys. That's a month ago. I'm not going to broadcast this just because it'll probably, I don't want to get a strike or something. Stand by. I'm just going to listen to it really quick. All right, let me see if I can quickly bang something together here. I kind of most of this figured out on my own. Just let me quickly try to see if I can get a track switcher going here. You know what? Let's grab something off the mic, off the again, the workshop. You can't switch for anything. Switcher. Track switcher is what I want. Just want to visually see something.
Welcome back to.
Okay. All right. I added it to my subscriptions. I'll credit this person for me looking at it. Let me save. I'll load it up. Where is it? Might be in the microcontrollers. So let me open up a microcontroller and check it. I hate it when it doesn't update and you can't find the stuff. There's a track switcher. So I will credit this person. So okay, this is reasonably recent, so the frequency could be different. So essentially, I'm pushing a button to switch tracks. It's writing off composite 1, which is transmitting. Frequency is 440. So essentially, we just need 440 as the frequency. So I will make it. I just need to see what the freak was there. So track switcher. Okay. So right now, I'll just make that a toggle. Track switcher. Output. Oh, it's an input. I need to. Next node needs to be the actual frequency going to the antenna. Freak. And then I need. What is the last one? I just need to put it in transmit mode. So that's an output transmit. Transmit. Okay. All right. So track switcher. Right on off. And that's going to go out. Come on, give me that composite output. Okay, freak is there was, people said it was either 440 or 0, so we'll play with it. Let's see, put a property text there, and I'll change it as necessary. Track freak. Okay, and then I want transmit constant on's fine. That's just going to keep it constantly on. Pretty simple. Nope. All right. And let's update that. Logic. Track switcher is going to be a toggle button. Go here. All right. Logic that, and then I need to make sure I connect the electricity. Let's do that now before I inevitably forget. All right, so the frequency, let's do an antenna. Radio, there we go. All right, so that's going to go to the frequency, and this is going to go set it to transmit mode. Composite's going to come over here. All right, let's spawn that. See, part of the... do I still have the old tracks here? Okay, they are not lit. Doesn't matter. My normal track takes me on this one, so I'll go past and then I'll try to swap it and I'll try to reverse. Let's try that. Okay. So I'm going to go past this junction here, and I should be able to back onto the other spur, theoretically, because the track switcher is currently on. Yep, so they're lit up now, as you can see. Okay, and now I'm going to zero us. Let me look out there. All right, so that's reading green on the... I can manually switch them too, but it's reading green on the to go back where we were, and it's reading red on the other side. So let me. Nope, that's not switching them. Okay. Let me see what's up. So let me see if I can't get a. Okay, they're switching properly. I just need to try to. Let me get up there, see if I can see the frequency on this antenna. 440. Okay, so 440 is the right signal. Frequency. Frequency 0 or 440? So, I'm reading at 1. Do I need to swap it between 0 and 440? That would make sense. Why am I moving? Did I not hit 0? Okay. Okay, let me back onto the track here, and then I will, Okay, so that's track switching us there. All right, let me get up there and see if I can't use the... you know what's probably up? Where is the is there electricity that I have to hook to this sucker? Yep, I didn't hook up the electricity. There's no power. Okay, let me try it now. Could be that simple. The other nice thing about this being an electric train now is I don't need to fire that engine up to do testing. Imagine if I had to spend like 2 minutes every time I tried to do something. That would be brutal, man. Okay. Oh yeah, my steam's not on, so I'm not going to be able to do the horn. I also want to fix these couplers. Okay. Alright, so I did hit that button there. I want to be able to switch this with the track switcher is what I want to be able to do. You know what? I wonder if this would be a push. Okay, let's look at the orientation. Green's on the right. Green's on the right. Okay, so mine's doing nothing. Okay, let me grab... let me check this dude's thing that he made and see if... I will see if his system is working. Track switcher, frequency 0. Let me set it to 440. Did I not set it? Okay, let me update it. Maybe that's why. So I didn't have the frequency set right. So it should be 0 or 440 is essentially what it is to be the switch. Alright, so to fix these, what I'm going to do is put a power relay in there, and they will... Okay, and so we have greens on the right. Let me click it. We have greens on the left. We're in business. Okay, that was working. That was, I put the wrong frequency in. So we're in business. Okay. And so let me just quickly, I don't know if I actually really used too much of that guy's thing, but I did gain some insight off it. So let me go ahead and bring up his stuff and give him some credit for this. You know, I made my own, but I did look at his to get some. So right here, it's Tater's Easy Track Switcher. So this is from Tater. Um, you know, so I looked at it. It helped me. So I thank you, Tater. That helped me figure it out. I have yet to do trains yet, so I appreciate your work on that. And you know, I'll make sure I go to your video and give it an update and subscription. And make sure I subscribe to you. And if you're not subscribed to me, I would appreciate it if you'd also subscribe to me. This is actually literally the first time I've asked. You know, feel free to do what you like, but I would certainly appreciate it. All right, so we have a track switcher in there. That's boss. That's what we need. Next thing, let's try to move on here and do this. All right, so let me do a relay. I want to get these couplers set so that when we're not connected, they go straight. And then when we are connected, infinite electricity is going to be a problem, but I don't care. I'm not going to use infinite electricity. So let's do power, oh, I don't know, 10%. Let's do 1%. I don't, it doesn't matter. Let's do 1%. 1%. All this is going to do is this is going to keep these straight until we connect. Then they're going to be free floating, essentially. So 1% power, speeds, fine. And then what I want to do is I want to take electricity and I want to go through this relay. So power through the relay, and then it will go here. If it is not connected, yeah, if it's not connected, it needs to. That's kind of annoying. I need to put in a microcontroller, but oh well. So yeah, I need to stick a microcontroller in here really quick. So not the end of the world, but let's go. This is the coupler center. Okay, so I need to add an on-off. That will be an input from the connector. And then that's going to go an on-off output. That's going to go to the relay. And so essentially when this has electricity, it will center itself. When it doesn't have electricity, it will free float. And so probably also need another node for the set point. Probably. Yeah, probably. Okay, let's do that and let's set that up. So that's probably what I need. And then here, constant number of 0. Okay, so that will set the pivot to 0. That will, when the connector is not connected, all right, that is going to power the relay to center it, essentially. All right, so these will have to end up going on. These will end up going on the trailers as well. So what this should do is center it when it's when we're not connected, and that's going to keep it like this. So as you can see, I can push on it, and it wants to push itself back. And so now, let me pull this train out. Let me take it back to the workbench really quick. Save it. What's this? I want to check all the stuff that's going to... So this is not connected. Let me set up the coupler. Let me make this a full coupler system here. All right, so I want to read in from Okay, let me save this to local rework. Let me just bring up the pinnacle or the TTIS. Let's go TTIS. And here we should have the, this should be the fifth wheel reset. Okay. And then I want to go back. And so what this is going to allow me to do is the key on there also works. So you'll see what I mean in a second here, hopefully. Okay, so now if I actually remembered. So all right, let me update this. And I need to drag this outside so I can make it bigger. Okay. Cut that. I'll just bring it up here, and I'm going to make this, fix this coupler system here. So this will be the new coupler for all of the, for the trailers and for the this as well. All right, so I need key switch, input key, and then that needs to go output to the connector. Okay. So the like that. So when the key is pressed, it's going to, the key is on, it's going to release. Oh my god, I forget how this runs now. Alright. Should have just taken it with me. Should have just taken it with me. Okay. Okay, now I can just stick it next to it and see what all the nodes are, because I don't know what the nodes are at the present. So. Okay, so what do I need? I need to have from the release handle to connector to a release handle. Alright, so the release handle is going to go to the connector, and then this sets the timer that release handle is perfect. Okay, makes perfect sense. It's like I even made it before. Just friggin' forgot. Okay. Output. Key. Alright, so that comes in from the key. That goes out to the key. The key goes directly to the... yeah, I don't need that extra node. I don't need the second connector there. I don't need it on the TTIS either, apparently. So let's go key. After 30-second timer, that goes there. That's fine. Update that. All right, logic. We want to take the, let me make sure this is merged. This is not merged yet. All right, this can be deleted. Okay, logic. So the key here is going to come up to here. The key reset is here. And that is going to go to, connector goes there. I also need to send one out to the connector. No, I don't. I need to go from the activated here to there. Okay, good. So let me fix it really quick again. I want to get this set up. So I'm going to test it really quick with a 3-second timer. And then I will set it back to 30 seconds. Okay, so as you can see, I can bump into this. I don't like this little jaws I made. I'm going to get rid of it. So that's released. There we go. Okay, good. So 30 seconds is fine. Okay, and that works well. I'm going to take off. Yeah, I'm not digging this that crap that I put on there. Let me cut this. I want to shorten these up. They're just uber long. Dare I go 2? Let me try 2. Kind of just want to shorten these up. Oh, be quiet. Connect. Okay. Let's try that. Let's take this and stow this. You know, this can go somewhere at some point, but right now it could sit out in the open. All right, now I want to copy this and not the entire ceiling, please. Be reasonable. Okay, go down there, copy that. All right, let's save this here. Okay, let's load up my train car, which needs to be repainted. Make sure that's the latest version. I think it is. Yeah, that's the latest version. Okay, now I need to find where. Okay, where this stuff's not connected to anything. All right, good. Connector goes to connector. External input goes to key. Key goes to key. Pivot goes to pivot. This needs to be set at. That 0.01's fine. 0.1's fine. I don't want them overly strong, anyways. Logic. Composite. That's fine. Electricity. So electricity comes there. Those two will go there. This will go all the way to the front. And then because this is doubled up, pivot goes. I'm going to need to double this for both pivots, which is fine. A little bit cumbersome, but not the end of the world. They are independent, so. All right, so that's going to go key, connector. What's that go to? That goes there. This goes to key. That goes to pivot. And that is good. Electricity needs to go from here to here. And then this one can be electricity from. Don't really need all the electricity going from the front to back, do I? Yeah, I do. And then I want to go electricity to here. All right, there we go. That's connected. That's connected. Okay, these are good. That is the pivot. That is that. So I have a brake controller here. All that should be doing is reading the signal there and sending out to both brakes. It is. That's good. All right, so these are ready to be hidden. Kind of look in here, see if I have some space. Oh yeah, plenty of space for hiding crap. So let's do that. Cut this, and that can go into the netherworld where I can hide some stuff in here. All right, so that's hides in there. All right, beautiful. All right, let's hide that in there, and let's paste it. Merge it. So this should now be pretty ready. I want to do it. I need to get the dumpers, the funnels going. Cut. All right, so when these snap together to the train, the pivots will lose their electrical connection, and therefore they will free float. And I kind of want manual dumps on these. I think I'm set. Maybe in sets of 3, I think. All right, so I'm going to set them on every third, or the center of every third set. So there's a set of 3, there's a set of 3. So here's our second set of 3. And then here's, let me check them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. And that goes there. Okay, so let's do keys. Whatever this color is here. Okay. And then so I want a key here. And so I don't want these too wide to do all of them because the dump area is not all that long. All right, so that's that. And then what I want to do is when I essentially want to reset these when the number is 0 in the so what I need to do is make another microcontroller. This will be a nice simple one. Okay, give me the microcontroller. Jesus. Okay, so I'll do that, put it here rather. This way I can stretch it where it needs to go. Okay, so what I want to do is Okay, so that's going to be an output to keys. I need a number input. Let's see, funnel reset. Okay. All right, and this is going to be an output, or an input rather, a number, volume, fill level. All right, so if there's more than so reset the key as if the number is 0. There's less than 0. So if the fill level is 0, it will reset the keys. And so what this allows me to do is I can manually shut the keys off, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing anyways. But once I've completely exhausted the coal in the train, I want the keys to all close the funnels. And the reason I want that is because let's say I forget to close the funnels and then I go load the train again, it's going to dump coal all over the ground. I'm going to lose it. So this will automatically close them. Pretty simple system. All right, and so let's go logic here. And then so this will go to the keys, the resets on the 3 keys. And then this will go to, it just can go anywhere, it will read the volume. And then these will go these 3 hoppers here are funnels. These 3 funnels here. And these 3 funnels here. Okay, and so this will allow me to dump it. So let me, I'm going to drag the coal down to almost nothing because I don't want to spawn this with full coal. I want this to be, kind of, I want this to be empty. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the last coal bunker to essentially just have like 10 in it or something. And then so when I dump it, all the keys should reset. I'll do like 100 just so it gives me some space. I'll leave it, I don't know what it has, 75 in it or whatever. So I'll leave that 1 there that I had with a little bit of coal in it. And so it should be, this middle one? Okay, so let's spawn. I need to turn on infinite electricity. So that's not a big deal. I need to cook electricity up to all those keys. Okay, let me turn infinite electricity on for a sec. It's on already. Okay, good. And that should stop as soon as it reaches 0. Okay, so this is turning these on. That's problematic. Oh, screw it. I'll just make a manual. I don't need to overcomplicate this. And I want to paint these this color. No, this color. Just kind of want to match them up so they're not lit up. It's kind of manual. All right, that is good. That will dump. All right, let me finish up my paint really quick. The paint's is off anyways, so I need to fix that at some point, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. And so just kind of, I want to get into this and actually go use this train. And that way we can have another tool in the toolbox. So I'm really glad that I kind of decided not to use those videos that I made. It's like 7 videos of me essentially learning how to use those pistons properly. And so it was just kind of, I think it would have been just, kind of a little tedious. This way, kind of see me finishing the train. A lot of it was, the building of the train wasn't all that interesting, in my opinion. And then, so this is more interesting. Okay, so this is good. I need to hook up electricity, and this should hopefully be done. So these keys need to be hooked to electricity, so they will go, and as long as they connect to anywhere, that will be good there. All right, nice. So this is all set up. That goes there, that goes there. That's perfect. All right, so let's save this. And then where's my... Did I have a backup of this coal car? I hate not having a backup. Coal car backup. Okay. All right, so we now have a backed up coal car. Let's do a quick connection, and we'll end it there. This was a little bit of a long one. Let's load up the train. This should hopefully give me all the functionality I need to get out there and to go do the mission. Again, you know, this is very bare bones and basic, but does everything I need it to do, and that's what's going to allow me to get it in game. And so as I play career, I can learn where I want stuff, as far as gauges and everything else goes, and you know, so again, we'll look back here. This connector should be there. I took off that crap, and what did I shorten up by 3? Let me see if I can do that and have it still function. So that is another addition, or another change I want to the coal car. So let's go ahead. I'm going to delete. Why is that doing that? Okay. Why can't I delete? Oh, it's off-centered. There we go. Okay. It was the symmetry doing it. It wasn't letting me do it. Okay. And then I don't want to go too far in, I think. Let me cut it and see if that's too far. We'll see when we connect it. So I went in 2, I believe. Cut that. Let's go in 2. Okay. And let's see if this is too short. All right, so now as you can see, this neck will free float because there's no power, which isn't the end of the world. This will stay forwards. You know, I hit it, that's why I did that. Okay. All right, let me go in and, you know, eventually I'll add cameras and everything else, but I'm going to go real slow here. We're 0.16 meters per second. You can see how slow I can get this? Because the PID's controlling the speed. That's the benefit of that. Okay. There we go. Trying to speed this up a little bit. So you see we can do very nice minute control here. I'm going to go a little bit faster here. Let's go 1 meter per second. Yeah, this gives me nice minute control. So we're going reverse 1 meter per second. All right. And that should probably be close enough too that they're shorter. They're going to be less likely to get out of alignment, as you can see. All right, that's plenty of space. Yeah, that's good spacing there. All right, let's pull this out. Let's tack some cars on here. You know, we had issues before connecting cars because they were just kind of a pain. This is going to be a little bit easier just because, you know, we put in the system to straighten out the connectors. All right, and it's nice. I can tap spacebar to stop it. So we have a lot of systems in place now that just makes it very easy to do the work, and that's what's great. I still have it spawned with a little coal in it. I'm going to fix that right now when I load this. Nope. The autosave is the one I want. I need to save the autosave after I take the coal out of here. So this coal is still in there. Okay, good. Now let's save this. I would have been annoyed if I didn't save it. Coal car there. Okay, spawn the next one. All right, so this should be nice and easy to connect now. As you can see, we should probably bounce into this one. As you can see, it doesn't move. That whole system might be overkill now that we shortened them. When they were long, it was a lot easier for these to get out of alignment. You know, if I don't need it, I might take it off later. Okay, so we're going, and we'll hear it connect. I won't bother getting out. Okay, now I control it from my seat. There we go. We're in business here. We're starting to get to where this is going to be nice and convenient to do stuff. And so, yeah, this is getting really convenient to do what I need to do. So, yeah, you see how quickly I'm adding these. The car costs 11,000. They're nice and cheap. I don't know what the loco costs, but you know, I have 100-something thousand, or no, I have 200-something thousand at least in the career build series save. So, plenty of money to get this going. And why won't you jump? And that will get me going. So I'm going to try 3 cars. That's way too fast, maybe. All right, let's rock and roll here. All right, so we're going to get some momentum here. Reasonably heavy. I didn't see how heavy the cars were. Cars don't look too close together. Let's tag the track switcher here. Track switcher still working. Okay, good. So I'm just gently tapping up W. Get some pictures while I'm here. So when it squeals, I can just kind of back off. That could also be the p-value just being too high and it wants to really ramp up the throttle. Alright, I'm just going to do a quick search how to stop wheel squeal. Alright, so we'll see. I might XML edit the wheel slip, we'll see. Alright, so and we'll see how to fix that at some point. Let's increase again. That section of the track it liked to wheel slip too. I wonder if that's an uphill section or something too. Yeah, I don't want to travel everywhere at 9 meters per second. That's XML editing the grip on this train is going to be probably something I end up doing here. If I'm squealing like this bad. You know, this is not a long train. Grade doesn't look like an uphill grade. I just have to slowly increase it, but I think it... Maybe if the p-value was lowered, it would... wouldn't break the wheels free. But I think a lot of people are saying that wheel slip's been a problem for trains for a while, so I might end up XML editing it. We'll see. We're at 12 now. It's just gonna try to go slow, get it, see if I can build up some speed here. Oh, battery is probably suffering. No, I have infinite electricity on. Let me go kick the. Let me go kick the steam generator on. I don't need to go out there. There's a button right in the cab there. Let's do that. There we go. Okay, so we're starting up now. So things need to test. So Komodo's going to be. So what I'd like to do is, even at this speed, we're doing 14 meters per second. That's 30 something miles an hour. That's pretty quick to get. That's not too bad to get to Komodo. And then if we're having too much of an issue, I will XML edit the grip. I want it to function realistically. Might see about an anti-slip system. Might see about lowering the p-value if that helps, because it, if I had a readout, it might be trying to, kick the electric motor up too fast, and that is causing it to start slipping the tires. And once they slip, they're not regaining traction. Okay, so try to get it within like a meter per second of what I want before I increase it again. Oh, let me do track switcher here. Let's head towards the Arctic. See if it works. That did not track switch us, so what's up with that? Is there no track switch there? Okay, how the hell do I get up to the Arctic then? Is that the return area? I don't know, it beats me. I don't know, I've never been up the Arctic. Okay, we're at 18, I'm set at 20, let's go up. Ah, you killing me here. Started squealing. Oh, go away. Maybe lowering the p-value, I don't know. See what the electric motor's at now. Okay, we're rolling there. Let's take off infinite electricity. Yeah, so throttle's low. It's at 35. Maybe double the grip on the train wheels, we'll see. We're not going up a hill or anything. If we were going up a mountain or something, yeah, I wouldn't mind some wheel slip, but we're doing nothing. Alright, so I didn't show you guys because I didn't end up... Let me try the horn. I'm getting no horn. Very weird. Okay. I didn't show you guys the coal door. I don't know if that's... I forgot to connect the electricity to it, so that's not going to work. Ah, you suck. As soon as it slips wheels, you're screwed. I definitely am going to XML edit that. I'm only carrying... I only have 3 cars on there, and it's doing this to me. So, yeah. I was hoping to get the Komodo and do a track switch, but yeah, this is looking pretty good. This has become a long video, but we got a lot done. We got to the point where I think I can get this train moving. It's moving, as you can see. Fill it with some coal, go do some trading. That right there is, what is that, 9? Oh, let's see. How much, what do I have in here? We're talking 10,000 something, 11,000 coal. So that's pretty good. That's going to be like, oh, I don't know, $40,000 theoretically. If I could remember what the numbers were, and I'm not going to look them up. So probably 40,000 coal in there. All right. Yeah, you're making a hellacious noise here. Okay, so let's check this. I want to see what this costs. 40,000. That's not bad. So 40,000. Each car is 11,000. That's pretty good. Yeah. So let's we'll finish this up. Let me just hook this up. I didn't show you guys the door. It is connected. Okay. I didn't show you guys the coal door. You know, I built it in the other videos that I decided to scrap. So coal door opens up. As you can see, still needs some painting. This will open up, as you can see, and lock. And what you'll be able to do is you can actually, now we can use that new trailer. I think the new trailer might reach high enough to dump coal in here. So we have 783 coal inside of this internal hopper. So hopefully that's enough to get around. And we will see. So let's save this up. And so what to do in the next video. So in the next video, let me check this really quick on screen, and then I will end it. I don't want to dedicate the whole video to that. So let's go. I want to check the... I just want to check the, what do you call it? XML on this. And grip. Okay, where's gripper? No, wheel. All right, object, something, 5th wheel. No, next. Wheels. What's this wheels here that I'm looking at? Train wheels, okay. Component, train wheels. All right, how does one XML edit the grip on these, or do they? There's no option to select them, so I don't know. I might not be able to. Anyways, so I think this was really good progress. We're now to the point where I think we should be able to go and do a little bit of trading with this train. And if I can get this train going, we'll be in good shape. You know, at some point we'll do some further. You know, I might try to double up locomotives. Let me see. I shortened this a little bit. Can I put a coupler on the front now is the question. That was one of the things that I wanted to do, but I couldn't do. I know the video is getting very long, but you know, that was... I'm trying to get the train so it's ready to go, and then that way, you know, hopefully we can go and do a run with it. All right, let's grab this and try to put this in the nose. I'm hoping I can get this in there, which it appears that I can. And then, am I deleting anything I need? Nay, I'm not. How many blocks do I have sticking out the front? 2. Perfect. That looks like it works. Yeah, I wanted to put a coupler in the front. And then that way, oh, what are you doing? It's being obnoxious. And then, yeah, I want to put this coupler in the front, and then that way I can hook multiple locos together. And then what I'll do at some point is I can also, you know, I need to add a system. What was that connecting to that it didn't like that? Okay, that's the actual coupler there. Okay, there we go. And so then we can hook multiple locos together. And if we do have wheel slip issues, I can hopefully resolve them by adding, I can do multiple locos, and then that way it will kind of just let me, if I do multiple locomotives, then hopefully that will mitigate the wheel slip issue that I'm presently having. Let's put a couple here. All right, so that should be good. There we go. And so I think that sets us up nicely for having a, yeah, this sets us up nicely for operating. So I just need to plug in all the stuff for this. Now I can push with it as well. That would be good. I can set up multiple locomotives. I'll hook up essentially commands so that it runs the other locomotive from the front. All sorts of cool stuff like that. Essentially if connected, read all the information from this loco and then start stacking locos. Do stuff like that. So hopefully in the next one, we'll get in. Go ahead and I'll start to do a run with this. Go up to the mountain, load up the Mac Pinnacle with a bunch of coal, bring it down and fill it. I'll probably do one loco and one train car, and I don't want to overdo it. And then after that, we should be able to get after it. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye.